The Torah Gdosha has a huge protection on Am Yisrael. Masechet Menachot Daf Gimel Amud Bet tells us that Meir says, "Chayav Adam levarech 100 brachot b'chol yom." Did you do that today? A person has to say 100 blessings every day. We got to make a campaign one day. Did you get to 100? It would make a huge difference at Am Yisrael. We should go on one of those campaigns. Did you get to 100 today? So on a regular day, for if you pray Shachrit Mincha and Avid, and so more or less, the Mishnah Berurah makes a calculation. You're kind of covered because just Amidah right there, you got over 50% of the blessings you need. Add on to that Birkot Kriyat Shema in the morning and at night, and the other blessings and Birkot HaShachar. Boom, you're at the vast majority. What? And if you ate bread, Birkat HaMazon, that makes a big help right there. Normal person uses the restroom a couple of times a day. If you Birkot HaShayatza, boom, you got to it. When it becomes challenging is on Shabbat. Based on the Mishnah Berurah's calculation, on Shabbat, you have approximately 20 less blessings than you have on a regular day. Why 20? That math doesn't make sense if you think about it. It's more than 54 because really 19 blessings, and Shabbat is only 7. So mathematically it's not like that. But the answer is very simple because on Shabbat we also have Musaf. So that adds on a few more extremes. So Mishnah Berurah's calculation is you have about 20 blessings that you're missing on Shabbat. That's where we got this idea called brachos parties. Believe it or not, it wasn't invented for the week. Brachos parties were invented for Shabbat. People used to get together on Shabbat, and they would make brachot in order to fill the 100 brachot that they were missing. And, if you eat every type of thing that there is to make a bracha, you do that more than once, boom, do it Friday night, do it Shabbat day, you got the extra blessings. In Halakha it's discussed, but what about the Talmid Chacham? He doesn't have extra time on his hands. He doesn't go to brachos parties. He's not sitting there with pistachio nuts. So what does he do? So it says that the Talmid Chacham has a different leniency. That by Kriyat Torah in the morning, Shabbat morning, we have a certain amount of olim, depending on the week and the circumstance. In the Sephardic world, depending on the synagogue too. If you pray in a Bukharian synagogue, the odds are you have Simchat Torah every Shabbat because of all, this guy's great-grandmother's dog's brother died, and the other one's this, and the other one's that. Ad Adam HaRishon. So everybody needs a Mosif. But in a regular shul, that goes according to the Kabbalah, the Mosifim doesn't help, it just does damage because it loses the value of the Aliyot and the Seder of the way the Aliyot of the Torah should be. And if it's a Mosif that's repeating the same words again, according to many Rishonim and Achronim, it would be a Safek B'chal V'Atala. I don't know what Aliyah Neshama there is in that. But one way or the other, it's true. It's a Safek B'chal V'Atala to read the same thing over again. According to Maran, it's okay. But there are other poskim, amongst them the Rama, I think, that don't like it. It's Safek B'chal. Why would you? What's the mitzvah in that? And what's the mitzvah making everybody wait another 5 minutes? Because the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur wouldn't roll the Sefer Torah and would read the second part of the Torah by heart to save 30 seconds for him, he said. And now we freely make Simchat Torah every Shabbat. Don't work like that. There's no Simchat Torah. Once a year there was a special etef for the Simchat, the Torah, and the Kvod of Torah to do it. During the year there's definitely no benefit in it. But anyway, one way or the other, it's brought down a poskim. Every olet to the Torah makes a blessing before and makes a blessing after. Now I didn't get the Aliyah. You got the Aliyah. But if I have kavanah and you have kavanah, that this blessing should count for me as well, so now the aliyot that we had, all the blessings count for me. And like this, I gained a bunch of blessings. Shiva alim with maftia and the brachot of the haftarah. Boom, I caught up with my 20 blessings that I missed. Listen to a brilliant chidush from the Chidah. Zecher tzadik levacha, zchutei yagen aleinu. Chidah says, the Gemara says, right? Masechet Menachot Mem Gimel Amud Bet. Tanya HaYarameir Omer. Chayav Adam levarech 100 brachot b'chol yom. A person has to say 100 blessings every day. Why? We learn it from a pasuk. V'ata Yisrael ma Hashem shoel mi'imach. Al tikri ma. Don't say ma. What? Ela mea. Only 100. Meaning ma Hashem. What does Hashem want from you? You should say 100 blessings every day. And the poskim say that the way this thing came about was that there was a magifa, and as a result of the magifa, meaning a magifa is a plague, and 100 people used to die every day. So they made a takana that we should have 100 blessings, and the blessings will stop the death of the people. Comes the Chida and says this. There is a Gemara that teaches us if somebody steals a mitzvah from somebody else, what does it mean you steal a mitzvah? So, for example, let's say you brought a chicken to a shochet to slaughter for you. Years ago, that's how it was done. And the shochet slaughters the chicken, but it's your chicken. So now, after the mitzvah of shchita, there's another mitzvah. It's called kisui adam, to cover the blood of the chicken. It's a mitzvah. Somebody saw that there's blood and there's a mitzvah of kisui adam. So I want the mitzvah. He didn't ask you. He came running and he covered it. He can't uncover the blood to cover it again. Too late. Mitzvah was done. So he stole your mitzvah. It was your chicken, meaning the blood was yours. You had the right to do the mitzvah. And he went and stole the mitzvah from you. Now you take him to court to sue him. It's a thief.
How does he pay?
Pay. So how does Bedin, what does Bedin do? How do we assess the value of mitzvah? Schar mitzvah b'ayal maleka. There is no value to mitzvah. So how do we assess the payment? So the mitzvah says, the Gemara says, that a person who steals a mitzvah from his friend, the Gemara has a reason why, has to pay 10 zuvim, 10 gold coins. If we make the calculation of today's money and the way we understand coins back then as bars, not as coins literally, we'd be talking about a lot of millions of dollars over one mitzvah. Now imagine how many mitzvot we let go between our fingers for no reason every day. It's like a guy has a winning lottery ticket, he takes it and rips it out. What do I need to go collect this for? Waste of time. I don't have time. Every mitzvah is I gotta go to work. Yeah, that's even better. That's good. That's what I'm gonna start using. That's better. Every time a guy has a mitzvah that really he should do or he could do and he doesn't do it, he ripped it up. He ripped up a lottery. Asara zuvim. Comes the Chida and says, unbelievable Chidush. And Shia Shivim on Shabbat Kodesh we say, or Erev Shabbat Kodesh. Is our custom. Ha'elef lecha shlomo. 100 brachot, 100 mitzvot. 10 gold coins times 100, 1,000. Ha'elef lecha shlomo. This 1,000 blessings is credit to you, Shlomo Melech, that we have to make every day. But what happens on a day that a person is missing 20 blessings? The 200, meaning 20 times 10 is 200, meaning Shabbat. Lanotrim et piryo. We eat different fruits. Brachos parties. But what happens to Yoshevet Baganim Chaverim, Talmidei Chachamim that sit and learn, they don't have time to be eating brachos parties. Chaverim makshivim v'kolech hashmiini. You say the blessing v'kriyat Torah, let me hear it, and your blessing will count for me, and like this I'll get to the 100 brachot. Inshallah, we should make an effort really to make 100 brachot every day and on Shabbat included, and Hashem should send us 100 protections and blessings many times over. But that's a side chidush, but it's a beautiful, beautiful chidush.